Hello and welcome to another episode of Last Orders. So, another FOMC meeting in the books, done and dusted. It was, as expected, a 25 basis points hike, or 0.25% interest rate hike. As expected, not too much in terms of price action following it, but we are now, the important thing is that we are now at that 5.25% interest rate. And that has been the consensus terminal rate, as in the highest that the FOMC members have expected it to go this year. So all eyes are on next month's FOMC meeting, where we'll see, do the Fed finally pause, or is there going to be another interest rate hike coming next month? So the market currently pricing in about a 90% probability of a pause. So it'll be very interesting to see A, whether we get the pause or not, and then B, what the reaction to that either pause or an additional rate hike will be. So yeah, looking forward to that, but it's a while away. In terms of the charts, as I say, not much really happened in terms of price. It was a bit wicky, but we didn't really break any new ground. For me, this 28.5k level is no longer a relevant level. As you can see, we've chopped in and out of it. No real significance. So for me, at the moment, I've got two levels that I'm watching on BTC. This daily level here at 29.6, as you can see, previous swing high and has been resistance. And then this start of the leg of the move from Tuesday down at 27.9. So essentially, as you can see, we're quite choppy at the moment, quite sideways. I will start to get bullish again if we get a daily close and hold above 29.6k. Then I believe we can take out these highs here and maybe push on to 31.7k weekly level. Or if we break and hold below 27.9k, I'll start to get bearish, because that opens the door down to a test of the 26.8k level, which we know has been a solid level of support ever since the 19th of March, and breaking that will lead to a fast move down to 25k, in my opinion, because as we can see, there is nothing in terms of support here. So they're the two levels I'm watching. Outside of that, or inside of those levels I should say, is just chop, so not really interested in what happens in between. Ethereum is a similar story, getting rid of the 1850 daily level, because again we've chopped in and out of it. It's not holding any real significance. So the daily level I'm watching is 1940. Get above that, then I think we can attack 2k again, weekly level. In terms of support, you got this level down here, start of the leg of the move, which actually goes all the way back to there, so 1820. You can see clear level of support, break that, and then you start attacking the 1783 weekly level support, lose that, then you start attacking the monthly level at 1721, which could end up being a big deviation. But of course, one level at a time. At the moment, the daily, we're not even testing that daily level yet. So as I say, bullish above 1940, bearish below 1820, and then we'll obviously have to see how the higher time frame supports react to that. In terms of everything else across the market, ETH BTC, no real change from Monday. Bearish retest of 0.066. So we'll see what happens if and when we get back down to 0.0625, which was the bottom we formed back in March. So see what happens there. Or of course we could push on and break back above 0.066, although it looks unlikely. If we take a look at Bitcoin dominance, as I've said before, not really too interested in it until it starts breaking new ground. So until it starts to get above 48%, well, call it 49% I should say, or below 47%, I'm not really interested in it, just sort of chopping around. In terms of total 2, obviously that's still below that monthly level, 600 billion. And then the S&P is very, very choppy. So you remember me saying on Monday markets, we got that weekly close above 4175. I thought that was then going to send us up to 4327, monthly range high, get everyone excited before having a big leg down, but that's not even happened. As you can see, we go down to the daily time frame. We just had a little deviation on the daily, like we have done in the past, and then we've come back down to this daily level support of 4060. It's obviously Friday, last day of the week, we're having a little bounce so far. So yeah, not really sure what's happening. It's just chopping sideways between the 4175 weekly and 4060 daily. But we seem to be following gold a lot more closely than we do the S&P at the moment in terms of Bitcoin. And gold, as we know, just hit a new all-time high. So be interesting to see what happens there. In terms of the alts that we've been watching, again, no real change from Monday. We had a little dump earlier in the week, and then we sort of recovered a little bit, but just chopping sideways, as you can see. On the Earn While You Learn, we're in this ADA trade. We're hoping to take profit down here at the 37 cents daily level. And what we might be doing if we go to the weekly time frame, as I mentioned on Monday markets, this 5th of December weekly level across all alts is a target in terms of some alts are already testing it, and I believe the rest of the alts will catch up and test that level. So I think ADA is going to eventually make it down there. And so what I'm hoping for on the Earn While You Learn, as I've said, we're trading from an entry around 40 cents down to 37.5 cents, and then we'll potentially be looking at a second trade. If we get below 37.5 cents, trade that down to the weekly level. So a little freebie there for you if it does play out. BNB, similar thing. We are in a short from up here at the I think it was like 332, 333, hoping to short it down to this weekly mid-range daily level. As you can see, rejecting the weekly range high again. ZIL still trading down after a rejection of the weekly range high, coming down to this weekly mid-range, which again, as you can see, is the Monday 5th of December weekly level. Lose that and it opens the door down to the weekly range low. DOT is in the same situation, rejected the monthly range high a few weeks ago and is now testing the monthly mid-range, which is a weekly level, which once again is the 5th of December weekly level. Lose that and it opens the door to the range low down at $4. And as you can see, this has been a significant level ever since September 2020. So clear resistance there. Once it got above, never looked back. And then as you can see, it held a support for a while back in November 22, break below and then it became resistance. Broke back above, became support, and is still currently support for now. Near, as I explained on Monday markets, if we break this weekly range low, which again is the 5th of December weekly level, then that opens the door to a new range. The mid-range being this leg of the move here at $1.54, and then the range low being the lows from December, January, down at 125. So very important weekly closes coming up across most of alts. Are they going to hold their 5th of December weekly levels, or are they going to open the door to lower prices? We'll have to wait and see. Of course, if they do open the door to lower prices means greater opportunity. So we'll take a look next week if they have lost those weekly levels, where they could potentially fall down to, and the potential rebound we could see when the altcoin market picks up again. But as for now, it's choppy, it's sideways. I wouldn't spend any time over the weekend looking at the charts. I would get out there and enjoy yourselves. In the UK, we've got another bank holiday, so Monday market will be on Tuesday again, and then we've only got one more bank holiday in May, and then it will be all back to normal. So as I say, get out there, enjoy the sunshine, don't stare at the charts all weekend, because I think it could be a pretty quiet one. I've got my levels in place, and we will just react to them as and when. So yeah, have a good weekend, and I'll catch you on Tuesday for all the information you need for the following week. So enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you then.